So I do the WorkComp portion for Carmen's classes, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have your own business, I think.
Yeah, I have my own business, so I have to talk about that. Okay, so I'll talk about Carmen's is way more interesting than mine, so I prefer I'll be on that side. So, but I do want to talk about it a little bit, Carmen. Can we?
Yeah,
just talk about what you're doing.
Absolutely. No, I think. Look, I had to find a work comp guy.
Yeah.
Right, and then all my guys were like, "Here's this guy Duke." Yeah. So we kind of we connected here in Sarasota. I got you to come here. We went to Starbucks and we started talking.
I'll never
I
forget
mean,
that.
I don't think we ever talked about work comp or we
didn't.
never talk about work
No,
comp.
and the reason was I remember because when I said to you, I go, I'm better. That's a pretty bold statement when you tell somebody you're better. Because I don't know who you're using for work comp.
And I said nobody, so you were gonna be better.
That you said that. You made it really clear. You go, I'm doing it, so it's not really hard.
As soon as I saw you, I'm like, you're in.
Okay, yeah, I got hired. That was pretty good. That's a fast.
Great audition.
And I haven't been fired either. This is the longest I've ever held a gig.
No.
15 years. Usually somebody gets rid of me by then.
When you came in, the way I saw you was like a buddy.
Yeah.
And usually if you see a guy, especially insurance, like my local insurance guy here, my auto guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I don't see him as much, but I liked him right off the bat because of who he was.
Right. Yeah.
And that was you.
Right.
Same thing. I don't think we talked about comp. We talked about, life and
Oh yeah, that's all we did.
Life and wives and
Yeah.
and going out and what you did for fun and golfing and all the other things that you have actually gotten me involved in now. I've golfed one more time than I would ever have golfed because of you.
So what I'm thinking is about your agent. So you go, I don't see him as much anymore. So if I were your auto agent, let me just say this.
Yeah.
You would never see me because I base it on commission, right? So if there's not much commission in it, I won't even pick. Oh,
is that why he doesn't come around?
That's why, yeah. If you call me, I'm like, I send you right to voicemail. So, I don't know if that. He's probably a good guy.
Wouldn't he spur more business if he was like hanging out a little bit, taking me to dinner? I don't have enough. There's not enough business with me.
And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's common that the auto insurance guy.
Right. So with me, I'm not even making commission. I'm just hanging out with you because I already know when I come over to your house, I know Kelly's gonna
Oh, you're
roll
talking about
out.
today?
Oh, I knew she was gonna have antipasta plates.
I just got into her. She got into that mode where she made, I think there's some capogal out there. There's pepperoni. There's pepper jack cheese. Then she brought out the fruit. Then she made brownies. And what are you doing?
I never saw the brownies. Okay, so I'm going to make sure.
They're just regular. Just regular brownies.
I get it.
Regular.
Okay, regular
safe brownies.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even go in there, but that's okay. I know this household. So anyway, but yeah, so that's how it all got started. It's interesting.
Right. I needed a work comp guy to handle contracting, construction.
Right.
And I needed somebody who was recommended by one of my guys.
Right.
And that's it. Once you get somebody that you trust and they send you over to somebody else, that's the way you meet people.
That's right.
That's it.
I agree.
So I kind of got lucky with my wife because nobody recommended me to her. In fact, I remember a lot of people going, "No,
stay away.
No, this is
stay
not.
Away.
Don't do this."
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way with my wife. I thought, if I can just keep hitting her with a rag soaked in chloroform long enough.
Okay, see,
I
knew we were going down this.
I can get her right to the altar.
There.
Right to the altar. She wakes up. She has no idea.
Actually, I have a joke about that, so it's kind of funny.
That is funny.
I try to get people to laugh at it. It's hard.
They don't, though. I know.
They do. They do.
That's the old Wilt Chamberlain. That's what I always said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's got whatever.
And then Cosby.
And then, forget about Cosby. Yeah, it's not even funny.
He was
we can't make that one funny.
No. Nobody, well, it's a shame.
Yeah.
He was the funny guy.
That's true.
And all of a sudden, he's the villain.
Okay, so now back to me, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what we're talking about. So what's also interesting is, I'm now trying to set myself up for other speaking engagements, like trades and association.
You got hooked on what I did. And by the way, you love coming in. We should preface this with how much fun
it is. I laugh.
You come in like a headlining comic,
right?
Basically, you come into the lecture. All these guys know you. They're waiting for you to appear. You're kind of like Louis C.K. or Bill Burr or any of these guys who have a following. You have a following of people.
I appreciate it.
Is Duke going to be here? Yeah, he's coming.
Yeah, don't worry.
Give me a few hours.
He'll
He'll
be coming
be
in
here.
hot, though.
He's going to come in like the Tasmanian devil.
Right, yeah.
He's going to have one of his colorful sports jackets on.
Yeah.
He might bring 2 or 3 Latinas from the East Coast.
Right, yeah.
You know, he's always got an entourage with him.
They all roll in with me. I know.
He's either driving the...
No, do not go there.
I know you got the Denali now. Is that what you're driving?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
The Denali, but you tried to go Italian sometime. I don't know what kind of car that is.
Yes, you do.
I forgot.
It's the SUV. You already know what it is. Mommy soccer car is what it was. I
don't know why you went that way. You were always the big, giant American, oversized suburban, and all of a sudden you pull in, and you got
a baby car.
Yeah, it looked like.
I know.
I said, what's going on? You going through transition? Not that transition.
I might as well drive a
Are you going through
Subaru.
a transition in your life?
The Subaru probably would have been my next step.
Yeah.
Just go. No, I don't. You know what? It's the recommendation. Just like
And
you
you're,
said, somebody
you're smaller than me, which is great for me. But you inside that vehicle, and when you come out, it's like, is that the person running that vehicle? It's like one of those gigantic mechanical robots.
Yeah, right.
Then that little Japanese guy comes out.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you wanted to speak in class,
Yeah.
or you are speaking in class.
Right.
Now you want to speak in more classes.
So what I want to do is I'm looking really for trade associations, things like, so last year I did the irrigation contractors, their annual, so I'm looking for these annual events where they bring all these people in. And it ranges. So I'm reaching out to them now, like home health care. So when they have their annual conference that I can go in, I'm putting together like a short PowerPoint.
In Florida?
In Florida right now. Yep.
Okay.
So I'm looking for that stuff where, because I found that, you get in front of a group, if you have a really compelling story, right? You got enough of a resume that, or a bio that people know you've been around a long time.
And if you do it for free.
And you do it for free. That's it. That's the
You're
other
in.
part. I was going to wait to find out if they ask me how much.
You should have a fee.
I should. Yeah.
Set a fee and they go, we're going to waive it for you.
That's a great idea. That is a great, but you got to start with a big fee like
5Gs,
20.
at least.
I was going 25.
Not yet.
That's too much.
Not yet.
You're not that good.
You don't have enough headshots on different speakers' bureaus yet.
Oh, I got
If
you.
we can get your headshot pushed out there, and with AI, I think we can do it. But you need to have a presence. Then you go, usually it's 25. And plus, to waive 25, people don't believe it. To waive 5, people go,
okay, yeah.
waive 5 grand.
That's a good guy.
Right?
Yep.
But he wanted a hotel for 2 nights at,
You know what that
at Margaritaville.
That's going to cost him $5,000.
Look,
My bar bill will cost him
I
$5,000
believe
for
that
2
that
days.
is the agreement with even the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. If you're on the board for the construction board, it's no money, but they'll pay for you.
Oh, travel.
They used to. I mean, just before COVID, they used to.
Yeah.
Because I had gone to the Ritz-Carlton, and I was like, hey, this is not a bad deal, right? You could get to stay at the Ritz for 2 nights in Sarasota. But
that's pretty sweet.
I'm pretty sure, because I've done a lot of trade associations, they will pay you.
Yeah.
Especially if you have an angle that's entertaining. This is even better for you because you could come up with basically a stand-up routine.
Yeah.
But then you got something else to sell.
Right. Yeah.
Something bigger than a stand-up routine. I go to some event.
Yeah.
And what am I trying to sell? A T-shirt?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
No. I mean, you can make multiple.
That's
I don't
true.
know how many years you got left, but you could have a whole lifetime.
I'm on a real short window right now. That's how I'm thinking about it, right? So, but no, I agree with you. And I've got enough content that I can put this kind of stuff together and get it moving. So,
Yeah, and here's the thing too. It's not that you don't have the time, because your time is mostly spent, I just heard, quail hunting, going to Puerto Rico, going to see Wicked in New York City. It's not like you don't have the time.
Yeah, that's put a real crimp in.
If you're doing all those events, obviously...
I'm done with it, Carmen. No,
but,
I just
but,
want you
but
to
you're,
know. I'm done.
you're obviously doing good, unless you're embezzling from your own company. But it sounds like you're doing really good, right? You're driving the big Denali.
So don't say embezzling, because I have a new owner. There's a new owner to my company, and I don't want them thinking,
Remember,
okay, we got to watch Duke.
We should preface this with, I do stand-up comedy also.
Yeah.
So no one will take this too seriously.
Right, okay, good.
But if you do have any extra cash you want to throw my way,
Yeah, okay, well.
I'll take a few bucks.
I'll let you know where it is, where it's buried in the backyard as they're hauling me off to the pen.
So the time that I'm saying you have so much time, but guess what? You want to have fun too.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to do it if I'm not having fun.
You gotta have fun.
And
that's what I think you should also say, because when I met you, I was like, I need a guy that can do the insurance part of it, knows all the information, but also is fun.
Yeah. Well, we've certainly, in your class,
We've never shared a hotel room. We should try it once and see how much.
I agree.
Just
Let's
to
get
hang
one
out,
tonight. I'm in
get a room.
Sarasota. Let's get one tonight.
Okay, let's not go around there.
So